So typically, when I'm getting anxious about like my life choices and the things that like the path that I'm heading down, I feel my mind speed up like just really terribly. It just speeds up and it gets really jumpy and it gets really, I'm describing anxiety. I get anxious. And in this sped up form, I feel like I can't think and I can't make any proper decisions, and I can't I just can't do anything. Well, one thing that's been helping me is writing and drawing. And I was writing right now, and I wrote something down that I really wanted to talk about. I wrote down, the world right now is so difficult to take in all at once. It hurts. It's all moving so fast and erratically, and everyone just seems so exhausted. Maybe it's okay if I'm left behind. Maybe it's okay if I just go at my own pace and the world runs off. Modern culture seems like the ancient symbol of Ouroboros, the greed and gluttony leading the world to eat itself. But until when? I don't want to see the day that the world eats itself whole and it is left empty, devastated, irredeemable. I hope not. And right when I wrote this down, it made me realize just a certain innocence that I have in me, because I feel like I'm just a human and I'm just going at a normal human pace, I feel, throughout my life. And I look out into the world and I see the pace that most of society is going through, and it just doesn't seem human. It seems inefficient. You know, we're overworked, we're underpaid, and I don't know, this lifestyle just definitely isn't for me. So I brought up that symbol of Ouroboros, hopefully I'm saying it right, of that snake eating itself, and it's like, that's exactly what this modern culture is like. It's just eating itself. The greed and gluttony, it just takes over itself and it begins to eat itself in order to have more and more and more. Because in today's society, and I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, it's like everything is asking more of you. It's never enough. It's always more and more and more. You need more of this, you need more of that. You need to spend more money, you need to make more money, you need more. You need to go to college more, you need to work more, you need to spend more time doing more things. It's always more, and more. And it feels like it's just going nowhere. I don't know, at least that's what I feel. And I've studied Buddhism in the past, and so many Buddhist monks have emphasized the importance of slowness. You know, it's a key for practice for achieving inner peace and mindfulness, being like just emphasizing that slowness. Slowing down, you know, your thoughts and actions, and it helps one cultivate a deeper awareness of the present moment. And it can reduce mental clutter as well, because mental clutter is something that I have so much of, mainly in my moments of anxiety. It feels like everything just comes flowing into my head, like just waves and waves, just crashing into each other, and I just can't think properly. And I've noticed that it's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction of like, as soon as something stressful hits me, or like a stressful thought or something in my life that requires some type of action, my immediate response in my head is to start going faster and faster and doing more. Because I think we've all been fed that type of lie that you know, in order to be worthwhile and in order to make a difference, you need to constantly be hustling and working and doing more. You need to be constantly be trying to be better, always. So now whenever I'm in moments of stress, I just automatically speed up. And yeah, I just speed up. And but again, like I said earlier, when I speed up, like when my mind speeds up, I can't think. I'm not being aware. I'm not being in the present moment. My mind is all cluttered, and in reality, when I speed up like that, I end up doing less. I end up not working properly, and I'll just end up feeling exhausted, and I'll feel worthless. So speeding up I don't think it's ever properly been the answer to all of my struggles in this modern life. It's only ever just slowed me down, ironically. It's slowed me down. And I guess it's also kind of like thinking of that old kid's tale or whatever the fuck about the turtle and the bunny or the rabbit and their race, and like the turtle wins because it was consistent despite its slowness, and it followed through. And then, you know, the rabbit, even though it was physically faster, it was impatient, it was cluttered, it was messy, not consistent, and it ends up losing the race. Shit like that, I guess. That's just what I've been thinking a lot of the past couple years. And I want to say one more quote, which I love. And again, it's about slowness. It's by Milan Kundera. Hopefully I said that right. Fuck me. The quote goes, "There is a secret bond between slowness and memory, between speed and forgetting. A man is walking down the street. At a certain moment, he tries to recall something, but the recollection escapes him. Automatically, he slows down. Meanwhile, a person who wants to forget a disagreeable incident he has just lived Sorry, I fucking misread this. Meanwhile, a person who wants to forget a disagreeable incident he had just lived through starts unconsciously to speed up his pace, as if he were trying to distance himself from a thing still too close to him in time." And that part of the quote fucking resonated with me so much. Every single stressful point in my life, I felt my mind and my body speed up, as if I was unconsciously trying to run away from something. Obviously, I wasn't physically running away from something. Like, I could be in my room with very fast, anxious thinking, but I was still in my room. I wasn't running away. But my mind was trying to run away from whatever it was that was stressing me out. But that running away never worked. Anyways, and continues by saying, "In existential mathematics, that experience takes the form of two basic equations. The degree of slowness is directly proportional to the intensity of memory. The degree of speed is directly proportional to the intensity of forgetting." And I love that quote, and I'm trying to live by it more often. And I pray more people try to live by that more often. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say.